Hi Collective, it's me again. Thought I'd introduce myself. My name is Brooke, just in case I have anyone new watching or new subscribers. I'm Heyoka Tarot, which means Heyoka Tarot. I'm not the traditional tarot reader. Lay out my cards like in a clock, and I read them like a storyline, forwards, and backwards because, like I said, I'm not the traditional individual. I'm backward. If you look up Heyoka, it's kind of like an empath, the most highest form of empathy. Life has always been hard for me because I didn't find out I was a Heyoka till this past January. And if I would have known that, my life would have been so, not easier, but just maybe more manageable and easier to cope with. I had the Wikia Thunder Dreamers when I was 9 or 10 years old. And yeah, I've always been like a mirror to people. And it's really hard when I come in contact with people with low self-esteem, negative energy, because I'm just reflecting back to them, what they don't like about themselves. And even though they don't even know me and I don't know them, it's just a vibe. I can feel things, sense things. If I could, I would live out in the country away from everyone, like a hermit. And because that's always been my thing. I've always been an introvert, isolated. I have 2 children. My daughter is very much like me. She was born during a thunderstorm. Very cool. I don't know. She might be a Heyoka one day too. Or maybe she already is and she just don't know about it. We don't know about it. I've been having a tough time lately, but I know that's just Wakantanka letting me level up, balance up. I felt compelled to do a zodiac reading, but then as I was shuffling, I realized this read is possibly for the divine masculine. And I think I'm going to start just doing divine masculine, divine feminines, because that's really I've been focusing on, like within my inner child, healing my inner child, as well as healing and growing myself, helping myself grow. All right, so take this how it resonates, past, present, or future energy. Cards that came out first were 6 of Pentacles, Aries, the Hierophant, Temperance, or they didn't all come out first, but they just came out of the deck. And I didn't do the shuffling on camera to cut down on time because my phone is really crappy and it runs out of memory. Got Justice, the Sun, 3 of Swords. Could be for you or your cross watcher. So with the Emperor here, I feel like someone's very much in their Emperor mode. I feel like this Emperor is a thinking Emperor as he has his head up to the sky and is probably contemplating, wondering his next move. He also has this stuff tattooed on him or either etched on him, which shows that he is into things that, the Emperor's into things that you're not really aware of, or it doesn't tell you everything, which, yep, my phone's running out of memory. It's flashing green. I hate it when that happens. Which things you're aware of. He's smarter than he lets on, and he knows more than he lets on. Giving and receiving. I don't think this Emperor was giving or receiving as much as the divine masculine wasn't giving and receiving to the divine feminine and to possibly people he doesn't deem worthy, including the divine feminine. And it was only giving and receiving to people he felt were in his circle. There's heartbreak, loss, betrayal, possibly maybe not from the divine feminine, but maybe from somebody else in his life, maybe like the karmic partner. I feel like the karmic partner is the 4 of Pentacles, the little Scrooge card. That's what I've been naming her, him, whatever you want to call them, the karmic. So they were possibly needing more traditional approach to things, or either they weren't using all of their intuition, high priest knowledge, or either they need to now to grow from this heartache, betrayal, loss. There is a need for balance, I believe, if giving and receiving has came up. There's something in this deck with the 6 of Pentacles that the card before it was an omen. and I don't remember what the card before it was, so I feel really bad. It was a good omen, like a good sign. And the card above, the card next to it is not, or after it. I wonder what it was. I'm sorry. Oh, it was me because it was the first card that came out of the deck. It fell out while I was shuffling. The need to know to balance your light and shadow. Someone opening Pandora's box. And when you open Pandora's box, it cannot be shut. It's just you have to learn from it. Balance yourself out. Temperance, Sagittarius. Aries, Taurus, Sagittarius. Libra. Leo, I believe. Or no, not Leo. I'll have to think. Someone needs to work hard at this card, balancing your light and dark. Otherwise, justice is coming in. And karma sees all. She's slow, but when she comes around, it's anything but just. It does her justice. It does its thing. It's worth it if you get to see it. But as always, karma is between the individual and karma, not you, karma, and the individual. The sun. Forward movement. Looking forward to life. The sun. A brighter. There's a. What's that Tupac line? If you can make it through the night, there's a brighter day. I feel like that's what this is resonating. You know, if you can make it through the dark, dark night of the soul, there will be a brighter day. But if this emperor doesn't learn their lesson with this heartache, betrayal, and loss, kind of like their dark night of the soul, they're going to keep repeating this cycle over and over unless they work hard, like this pentacle, right? This owl working at his coin. It will be a vicious cycle for them that it will seem like a time loop, like the Groundhog Day. And sometimes life can get like that, and people don't even notice. You're in my prayers, Divine Masculine. Namaste, peace.